Hi everyone, I'm here in the beautiful city of Chongqing today. I think personally it's actually a really underrated city. I haven't been before but thoroughly enjoyed my time here. But the main reason that I'm here is to visit one of our schools that we've been working with for many years, and I think you can see the name in the background. It's British International High School, and we're here today to speak to two very important people which I'm really looking forward to get their advice and perspectives on some questions that we definitely need answering at the moment. So let's go and find them. Hello everyone, and today I'm here with two people for the first time. I'm here with Sarah, founding head of Lucton Chongqing, and Roy, deputy head of academics. So thank you both very much for giving us your time today. I know you're both super busy, but first of all, can you just tell us who you are, where you're from, before we go on an exciting campus tour and ask more questions?
I'll go first. I'm Sarah Ezdani. I'm the founding head of Lucton School Chongqing. I'm from India, and I have been with the Lucton family since 2018, and I worked at Lucton School Shanghai as the deputy head academic, and I came here to start the school in 2022. As founding head of a privilege and an honor to start and build this school from scratch. And I'm very pleased to introduce you to Roy next.
Hi, I'm Roy Donnan. I am the Deputy Head Academic here at Lucton Chongqing. Originally, I am from Northern Ireland, but I have been a teacher for 27 years now.
So something that personally I find fascinating, and definitely our teachers find really interesting, is how you both got into the positions that you're in now. So can you tell us a bit about your journey in terms of experience and the qualifications that you also took to get to where you are today?
I've been in education for about 15 years now, and I didn't start off inherently as a teacher, but I was in a position that needed me to work with young people. And when I was doing that, I worked for an Indian experiential education company, and I would travel the world with students. We'd design journeys for them based on their curriculum, and that's when I realized, I actually prefer young people to the adults around me. And I wanted to first see if this was something really to my liking and to whether I would be suited to it. And so I borrowed some money from my mother and went to do a TEFL course. And I started teaching, and I was like, yes, I really like this and this is for me. And then I went on to do my PGCEI and my master's in educational leadership and management. I did all this through distance learning while I was working in China. And I started off as a teacher. I did middle management, head of behavior, head of sixth form, examinations officer, which I think is a very tough job.
What did you start teaching?
I started teaching as an English teacher, but I've done my bachelor's in economics, so I've basically taught both of those subjects primarily. And I came to China, and I've been, like I just said, taught both of those subjects. And my point is, we all started as teachers, and that's the best place to start really, because then you understand what you're doing and you're able to offer support. And then I just became assistant head, deputy head academic, and here I am today.
Wow, amazing. Okay, and you, Roy?
I guess I followed a more traditional route. I should explain that I have three brothers who are all teachers. Runs in the family, who are all married to teachers. So you can imagine how our PD sessions are on Christmas Day. I completed my PGCE in 1998 from the University of Lancaster in England. I then went on to take my first teaching post in a school not very far from the university. I had 5 glorious years there and enjoyed it very, very much. And then I decided that it was time to look for a step up the ladder. I moved to a school in Liverpool completed my NPQH back in 2004. Had a year as head of academics, and then was promoted to deputy head. Within that year, the deputy head retired. I remained with them until 2012, when I decided that I really wanted to travel. And that's the joy of teaching. You can travel, travel, travel. So I resigned from my post and thought, where can I go? Where would be exciting? Where would be somewhere that I've never been before? And China was my choice. I moved to Shanghai with the plan of only teaching in Shanghai for a couple of years, but I met my wife and I ended up getting married and staying in Shanghai, and then we moved to Vietnam in 2018 for a promotion, where I became principal in Vietnam for, I'll not name the school, but big school.
Huge school.
We had 2 years in Vietnam, and then we moved to the Middle East, where I was a principal in a school in Qatar, and that's where we are now. And coming back to China has been a really great experience. I've missed China.
Yeah, it does that to you.
Yeah, I've missed China, missed the special type of students, the very hard-working.
So Sarah, for you in a leadership position, I think that people often maybe don't fully comprehend how you can't split your personal and your professional challenges. They often intertwine, and so as founding head, what challenges have you faced over the past 3 years?
Thank you for that question, Arena. I would say, first of all, where you set up is very important, and we've come to Chongqing. Chongqing, as you know, is one of the most populated city provinces in China. And having said that, there aren't that many international schools here. There are many international programs here. So I think one of our greatest challenges has been in realizing that we're not only educating our students to get British qualifications and then go off to university, but also educating the parents. Ultimately, we're offering a service, and to get them to understand the limits of the service, the scope of that service, how far we're willing to go. And we're a private school, and we're a small family-run school, and I love that about our school. And individualized care then takes on a life of its own, and all of the students we have are receiving that care, are receiving that support. So it's lovely. It's also very taxing, because you're deeply responsible for not only the academic output of every child, but how they are pastorally, how they're doing at home, how they're doing socially, how they're doing emotionally, what's their mental health like. And therefore, we can't do it by ourselves. We need the parents involved. So the parent education becomes that much more important.
Yeah, and that's a lot to take on, you know, and especially, and you're a boarding school as well, correct?
Yeah, that's another thing. It's not like the school gates shut at 6 p.m. It's 24/7, and that's something to keep in mind. So when I took on this job, I knew that this is what I was signing up to. So it didn't take me by surprise. But even though I was prepared for it, it still has been very intense. And our students with their English language levels, we know we have the pressure of knowing we need to get them through their A levels, we need to get them through the IELTS the way they need to, and then to get them ready for overseas. They're living here most days of the week, and our students go back home on the weekends and for the long holidays. But I need to be aware that I could be called and needed any time of any day and any night, and there have been emergencies in the past in the middle of the night, and that's part of the job. But I think just in general, like as Rowena started off by saying, you cannot separate your personal and your professional, and you need to understand that at the onset, otherwise you're in for a very rude awakening, I think. And but I've been very lucky, because the people I work with are everything to me, and I've been blessed, so to speak, to work with a very good team. So I'm not doing it alone. If you have the right people around you, it's a team effort, and that's very, very important.
Yeah, I'm sure through these challenges, obviously, you've learned so much. Is there a key lesson that you can take away?
I think learning how to be yourself, being comfortable to be yourself, and being comfortable to allow other people to be themselves, because that true expression, I think, helps people to be confident, to feel safe, and then to offer what they offer best. And then that trust is built. And I think, like I said, I don't want to do everything by myself. I can't do everything by myself. I don't know everything. I need other experts, the chemistry teachers, the chemistry subject.
What qualities do you think make a great leader?